Monkeytainment TV presents Visca Tsufilegos. She's streaming normally, but she records this video for me so I can explain you Survival Royale. The new event is coming. There are 2 schedules per day that is based on the test site that already have it. You have 3 marches you can use in this event. That is pretty important to know, especially if we have World Event Migo at that time. So there's a good option to have the 3rd behemoth, but let's go into the details. So first of all, this event is alternating with Egerton East. There's a ranking. You can go get those diamonds. With those diamonds you can go into the shop and buy certain stuff, but the shop is not really informative as of now, as it will change and might have Tempest Arms material in it. So just let's check shortly what's in it. There's formation system material, there's aircraft material for now, but I guess it will be completely changed with the upcoming news. So overall speaking, you will have up to 99 opponents on the map. It's a battle royale mode where you fight who's last man standing at the end in the last building. There are crates. Those are around buildings where a fight has happened. Those you should collect as free-to-play player or as spender, that doesn't matter. And this event is, of course, there is potentially the spender winning, but let's check out. So first of all, you have the option between 3 march types. So there's the stealth mode, which is 50% slower, but you can't see the marches beside your own march you can see. There's a normal mode. It isn't really visible. It is only small visible. And you have normal march. And of course, the rapid one is increased by 50% on the march, so you're faster, but you can see it on the small map in the top right corner. So that are the main facts about the event itself. But what you can do is you should go from house to house to collect different items like the bandages, the antidote, the march accelerator and that stuff, as well as drones or rockets. We come to rockets when we are at the supermarket or the hospital, that are special buildings, as well as the garage, where you can increase your march acceleration or march speed in total. There is a fight because we couldn't see that there's someone in. And when we win a fight, there might be dropping out a crate, which we can collect and get more material in the future. It might be with the upcoming version that we get Tempest Arms material, which would be cool. So that is now the moment where we see that is a battle royale. The map is reduced. It's getting smaller and smaller. The green part is where the toxic mist is, and that you should avoid. So now we're running and we use the antidote because it is saving us for 30 seconds from damage made by the toxic mist. So that is why the antidote is so important, as well as the bandages are used to heal your marches. And some strategy ideas are that you're trying, of course, to get into houses even as free-to-play a low spender. But an option is also when you see that players leaving a building where a fight has happened, there's the chance to sneak in, get material, and then move around till you see it again. Because that is an important thing at the Survival Royale. You can move all the time. You can march to a house, and short before you can adjust your march and go to a different house before you even reached it. See, that is the example. The march was on the way to the house and moving forth and back to decide where I want to go, even to confuse others which might not expect us to be anywhere, or even to avoid fighting. And that is pretty important for low spender or free-to-play player, that this is an option, but you should still gather bandages as well as antidote. So always check where is a house just left, so you can sneak in. Of course, if another person has stealth mode and is really strong, it can be that you are kicked by that person because you couldn't see that there's someone sneaking in. But that is a really valid strategy for free-to-play player, low spender, to avoid fights as long as possible. The last fight you can't avoid, but that is a valid option to use. Here are 2 of the 3 special buildings the supermarket, the hospital, and there's a third version, the garage, which helps your march to be faster in general. Hospital will deliver bandages, so that will help you, or accelerator, that depends on what you get. So worth to check out, and you can, if you're close to those crates, you can also collect those crates you see here. So this is the material you want to collect, which helps you for the final fight or in between when you're fighting a lot. And there are other items you can use, like rockets, like barricades, and they will help you as well to fix opponents or to attack them. And there is, of course, the bubble. The bubble helps you. You can't be attacked for 30 seconds in that building with rockets, so that's also an option to use when you think there might be someone attacking you with a rocket as next one. We have a lot of fights here, and those fights are always fighting 1 versus 1, 2 versus 2, and 3 versus 3. And if you have one march lost, like Visca did on the third march, then you have only the 2 marches left, and those fight in normal order. Here you can see the usage of the rocket as well as the barricade, and now is the running around for houses, as the map is really on the last edge. There are not many houses left, and one of them will be the last house where all fights will happen. Time as free-to-play player, really make sure that you run around like a chicken, but do not enter any house, because there will be the strong ones left, or also a free-to-play player, but that one can be hit by a strong player, and the rocket deals 10% to all your troops damage. The trap will do 15% to your marches total damage, and that hurts a lot. And that is now the changing moment, where it is running around like this, running into one house, changing direction in the last second, and this is the last house where the fights will happen, and everyone runs in, and Visca, as mediocre player, has got the 3rd rank. I hope this introduction to Survival Royale will help you.